A tale of two leaders, the courage of Zelensky and the cowardice of Netanyahu. History will remember moments that test the soul of a nation, not only by the devastation endured, but by the character of those who lead. When war breaks out, true leaders rise. They do not flee. They do not abandon their people. Likewise, they stand in the fire and fight for the soul of their homeland. One such man is Volodymyr Zelensky. When Russian forces invaded Ukraine in 2022, the world held its breath. Offers poured in to evacuate President Zelensky to safety. It would have been easy to board a jet and watch his country burn from afar. But Zelensky refused. "I need ammunition, not a ride," he said. With those words, he cemented his place in the hearts of millions, not just Ukrainians, but anyone who believes in the power of courage. Since that day, Zelensky has remained on the ground, shoulder to shoulder with his people. He has stood amid rubble, mourned the dead, visited the front lines, and become the face of resistance against tyranny. He didn't choose war, but he chose to fight. Not for politics. Not for power. But for home, for family, for freedom. Across the world, another war brews, one born not of defense but of domination. Israel, a state built on the pain and displacement of others, has for decades pursued aggression over diplomacy, power over peace. And at the helm of this machine stands Benjamin Netanyahu, a man whose policies have sown suffering across the Middle East. Last week, Netanyahu once again escalated regional tensions by ordering strikes on Iran, a sovereign nation. It was an unprovoked act disguised as defense. But when the retaliation came, swift and fierce, Netanyahu did not rise like a leader. He ran. As missiles flew toward Israel, its prime minister reportedly left the country. While citizens scrambled for cover, while families huddled in fear, their leader boarded a jet and disappeared. The contrast was chilling. One man stays to defend his homeland, the other leaves it behind. This is not a story of politics, it is a story of character. One man, Zelensky, walks the ruins of his capital, breathes the same air as his people, and continues to lead with blood and bone. The other, Netanyahu, leads from a bunker or a plain seat, far from the consequences of the destruction he invites. Zelensky's courage is rooted in love for Ukraine, its culture, and its future. Netanyahu's actions are driven by power and fear. He hides behind military might while knowing deep down that he governs a land seized through conflict and maintained through force. One leader embodies hope in the darkest of hours. The other reveals the hollowness of a rule built on oppression. In this tale of two men, the world must decide what kind of leadership it honors. The kind that faces the storm, or the kind that creates it and runs. History will not forget.